Want to know how to make this super cool Schleich barn? It even has a hidden feature. Stay tuned to figure out how to make it. Here is all the craft supplies. Wood or cardboard of your choice, of some large popsicle sticks, regular popsicle sticks, and some really cute small popsicle sticks. Some wooden dowels, hot glue sticks, and a hot glue gun. For my younger horse fans, make sure you ask an adult before using a hot glue gun. You also need scissors, a writing utensil, a straw, and toothpicks. Let's start off by cutting a piece of wood 15 by 11.5 inches. And so to start off with is I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to mark how many stalls I want and the hall, and I'm also going to be making a paddock area, so I'm going to go ahead and draw that. Now I've drawn some lines. I have 2 stalls and some lines to indicate where I'm going to put some doors. So now I'm going to make some walls. I'm going to make them 6 inches tall. I'm going to build 2 walls this size and 1 wall here. I'm also going to make 2 little ones for right here for the sides of the door. Now that you have all your wood cut out, the only thing now that we need to do is go ahead and hot glue all the walls up. Alright, so now I have the outside structure of my barn done. So some of it did get a little off, but that's okay. So now you're going to take 2 large popsicle sticks and you're going to glue one here and one here to finish off the gap. I'm going to cut off the ends of these, but you do not have to. Just make sure that your horses and people can still fit through the door. Now your barn should look something like this. Now you're going to take a large popsicle stick, cut the ends off of it, and make 2 skinny popsicle stick things like this, and that are about 3 inches long. And then you're going to take a small popsicle stick and place it on here like this, and you're going to make another one, but just make sure you make it kind of the opposite because these are outside walls to the stalls. Now the inside of your barn should look something like this. What we're going to do next is take a large popsicle stick and glue it on the really top part of the little popsicle sticks. My popsicle stick does not match both ends, so I'm going to take a little bit of another one just so it reaches both ends. So now you should have this lovely beam across your stalls. Now we're going to take 3 small popsicle sticks. I'm going to hopefully try to explain this the best I can. You want to cut all of the one ends of these popsicle sticks, and you kind of want to make like a square-like shape with them. So I'm going to put one like here, one here, and then you want to glue it in the center of the stalls. This is what the piece should look like. So now that you have this beam in place, you want to take 2 more popsicle sticks with one end cut and just very carefully place them down into the bottom of your barn and make sure they're about the same width apart as these 2. Alright, so now I have the popsicle sticks glued on the back here. I made another pole like this one right here because it was really hard to line them up. So if you want to do that as well, go right ahead. So now what we're going to do is take some toothpicks and we're going to place them along inside the barn. So they act as like the little dividers that are inside the barn. You can go ahead and do that. If you want, you can cut off the little points, but I am not going to. Now that you have your toothpicks in your barn, what we're going to do next is you're going to cut 2 of the large popsicle sticks, and they are 4 inches long, and then you want to take some of the little ones and glue them right in there. I am not cutting on these any of the ends off, and just make sure you glue them on both sides. Here's something that looks like this. Next, you're going to take another popsicle stick and glue it across the top. Then you're going to add some more toothpicks. Alright, so your divider should look something like this. I glued some of my toothpicks on this side and some of them on the other side, but that doesn't really matter. So now I'm going to show you the really cool results of this. If you carefully slide it in between the little holes we made, you have a lovely little divider that you can remove and put back in. So if you want, you can have one large stall, or you can put your little divider in there and have 2 separate stalls. Now you want to cut a wooden dowel that fits your barn. It's going to go in front of the doors. You want to put it in front of them, and it should be about a little less than half a centimeter, because we're going to have the door slide across here once you have that glued in place. Alright, so now that you have your wooden dowel glued in, next step is you want to take some popsicle sticks with both of their ends cut off. You want to glue a couple of them along the top here, and then you're going to take some more and glue them along like this. So then there's a little gap in between them. I just have something that looks like this. As you can tell, it's a little wider and a little more down. And I can fit my finger slightly in there. So now we're going to begin on the sliding doors. To start off with the barn door, you want something that kind of looks like this. You want to take one of the little popsicle sticks and glue one large one, 4 little ones, and another large one. I'm also going to be adding some more popsicle stick right along here so it becomes taller, so it'll fit my barn. Your barn door should look like this. All I added was a small bit of popsicle stick at the top, but I decided to make it a little longer to make it more pretty. So now just add a little popsicle stick on top, and it will look like something like this. I'm not going to add any toothpicks or anything like that because I want my horses to be able to put their head through. So now, just to put the stall door in. So to get my stall door in, I sadly had to break off one of the sections because I just couldn't get it in. So now I'm just going to very carefully pop it behind the little pole and slide it in. And then I'm just going to go ahead and re-glue this. And then I'll have my stall doors in. Alright, so now we have the lovely stall doors. Sometimes I am calling them barn doors, but I am having so much fun sliding them back and forth. But I've never had sliding doors like this before. So now to work on the front barn door here, and pretty much I'm going to do the same thing, build this little overhang and put in a wooden dowel. But I will show you how I build the door. So now I have this overhang and a lovely wooden dowel below. So now you want to take 2 wooden popsicle sticks that are the large ones, and I have cut them about 5.5 inches long, so about 5.5 inches from here to there. And then you just want to glue them together like this. I just put some of the tiny ones on. Now mine were just the tiniest bit too long, so I just cut one end off, and then simply all I do is just slide it on here this time, and then I have one half, then I'm going to do the other side. Now the front of my barn doors are done. I added a little end of a popsicle stick to act as a door. The only problem is if I open them too far, they'll fall off. So you have 2 options. You can either add another wooden dowel, or you can add what I'm going to add as an outdoor twig or stick, just to give it more of a wooden rustic look. Now I have these beautiful logs or twigs, so now my barn doors cannot get out anymore. So now I'm going to build the fencing for my lovely paddock. I'm going to start off with some more twigs and just glue them along here about 2.5 inches. And then I'm also going to use some of these wooden dowels and cut them to be 2.5 inches long to be my posts. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But don't forget to leave a space for a gate. Now I have my beautiful fencing all done. I chose to put my gate in the middle, but you can put yours off to the side or wherever you like. So now I'm going to show you how to move a sliding door or gate. You're going to take a wooden dowel and a piece of straw slightly smaller than your wooden dowel. Put it over. Now you want to glue a twig or another wooden dowel, whatever you're using. You're going to glue on the top of the wooden dowel. Make sure no glue gets on the straw. Now your gate should look something like this. I did go ahead and add a bottom gate or a bottom post. It was a little short, so I just added another twig. So now what we're going to do is add another twig from here to here. I'm going to be using this one, and I really like it because it has like this little notch on the end that I'll be able to use to close the gate. So that's what I'm going to be using for the other part of my gate. And then for the center, you can choose cardboard, more twigs, wooden dowels, or some more popsicle stick, whatever you want to do. This is what my gate looks like. I just put some more twigs on, similar to how I put the toothpicks on. So now I'm going to show you how to attach your gate. So now you want to just put a little bit of hot glue on the end of where your just your straw, don't put it on the wooden dowel, and then just gently push it on to your gate or your other post here, and then wait for it to dry, and then it should be able to move back and forth. Now your barn is pretty much complete. We have an awesome cute gate, some barn doors, and some sliding doors on the inside. Just to let you know, I did make this off on purpose because I really like the rustic kind of look. Now the only thing left to do is add some horses and add some other little knickknacks.